Okay, good morning, everyone. It's awesome to see you. Heather and I thank you so much for logging on to our mindfulness training today. To start off, I wanted to go ahead and show you this brief Google Doc that I shared with you all this morning. And what it is just a bunch of resources. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's a bunch of resources that showcase what mindfulness is, as well as different links to help you understand the different exercises you can do. There's a TED Talk here that has professionals talking about the benefits of mindfulness for your health. And then there's some apps or some YouTube videos and some apps you can use. The mindfulness app is what I use every single day. And at the end of this training, there is a link to a Google form that we're going to ask you to take. It's only questions, but if you could go ahead and take that just to give Heather and I some feedback of what you learned today and if it was useful or not. Okay, so mindfulness is basically the human ability to be fully present and aware of where we are and what we're doing. A lot of anxiety and stress is added to our life as we think of the past and the future. And it was shocking for Heather and I to realize, but the #1 cause of premature death is stress. And doing brief 3 minutes exercises of mindfulness a day will de-stress your life to a bit where you can be healthy and happy in your life. It can be used at any time throughout the day. They can be short as like 5 minutes long and as long as an hour or more. I personally use mindfulness for about 3 minutes every morning when I wake up, 15 minutes before bed, and then if I start having an anxiety attack through the day, I do a mindfulness session. I've been known to have my eyes closed in my room during my prep at school just to do a mindfulness session before my kids come in. Okay, Heather.
All right, so there are 3 main types of mindfulness, and there's each with a different focus and method. The first one that we're probably going to do today is just the mindful breathing. This exercise can take as little as 1 minute and as long as you want it to. So you're going to be focusing on your breathing. You breathe in deeply and fully deflating your lungs. And then so there's 1 breath in, out should last about 6 seconds total. You go in through your nose and out through your mouth, and you let your mind just do whatever it's going to do without judgment. That's the main focus of mindfulness, is that you don't judge what you're thinking about. You don't give it a positive or a negative. It's just there. You just accept what it is and release it. The second one is mindful listening. So this exercise can take as little as 3 minutes and as long as you want it to. You should start by regulating your breathing using that mindful breathing, and then you should focus on the sounds around you, closing your eyes and just hearing what you can hear. So again, the focus is doing this without judgment. So if there's like a sound that's loud or whatever, usually we'll put that's negative, right? That annoys us. You want to try and get away from that and just recognize that it's making a sound. What is the sound? What is making it? And while you're doing the listening, your breathing should be regulated. The last one that we learned about that was my personal favorite was the body scan. Stop. The body scan, and this exercise is usually the longest of all, and it can last anywhere from 10 minutes to however long it takes you to fall asleep. I say that because whenever I do a body scan, it automatically puts me right out. And so you start the same as the other exercises. You close your eyes, you start regulating your breathing, and then you can either start at your feet or your head. It's up to you. Most people start at their feet. And you just kind of visualize each body part as you move up, and how you're recognizing how does that body part feel? Is it tense? Is it relaxed? How is it? And once you start doing that, it actually makes your body relax. It makes your body feel really heavy and like just calm. It's weird. But again, you're doing this without judgment. You're not sitting there like, oh, my feet are really sore and it's the worst because I had to walk all day. You try to get away from the whole positive or negative thing. You're just acknowledging. And it's really nice to use if you're trying to fall asleep or if you're waking up. It's also very energizing to recognize all the body functions, I guess. back to you. Hey.
Heather's completely right about it makes you fall asleep. I actually fell asleep a couple times in class when we were meditating. It literally relaxes your body and just everything's away. We're not going to do that today. We're going to be focusing on breathing and body awareness. This is going to be really awkward your first time doing it, especially on video call. But please, I'm going to do it too. I'm going to have my eyes closed while I'm leading you through this, so I'm not going to know if you're trying or not. I hope you are. This is my first time leading a session though, so hopefully it goes well. Okay, first things first, I need you to go ahead and sit up straight and plant your feet on the floor. While we're going through this, if you have an itch, you have to move, you can go ahead and do that. Just try to be really focused on staying still. Okay, so go ahead and take a deep breath in and then slowly close your eyes. Notice any sensation in your body. What are you feeling right now in your face, your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your abdomen, your legs, your feet? Don't change anything. Just notice. Observe what is there. What thoughts are in your mind? Is it in the past, the future? What thoughts are passing through your mind right now? Be open to any thoughts that do arise. Direct your attention to your breath. Be aware of where you feel your breath most clearly in your body. Do you feel it in your chest, your stomach, your nose? Notice where you feel it, and for each inhale and exhale, what is happening to your body in this breath, in this moment? Inhale, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Notice in your body again the sensations you're feeling. Notice your body sitting, your feet on the floor. Notice your breathing. Slowly take one last deep breath and then open your eyes. What'd you guys think?
I like it. It felt really comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really quick. If you go for like another 10 minutes, you'll really start feeling your body just slowly relaxing and slowly letting itself go.
It's kind of like a cat nap too.
It kind of is.
After it, you really feel energized. So there are many benefits to using mindfulness, both in our personal lives and within the classroom. Personally, we all know how stressful our jobs are on the day-to-day and how tedious it can make going in and out of the classroom every day. So mindfulness really helps with the energy levels because it balances out our stress and it allows us to be more patient with ourselves and others. I tend to use the breathing exercise right before I have to talk to a student who's being difficult, or I have to talk to them about something that is difficult to talk about, so that it calms me down before I actually have to have that talk with them. It also works for when I need to discipline my kids, because my kids can act really psycho at home, especially right now. So just breathing and calming yourself down before you do that, it not only calms down the situation, but it makes it like easier to handle. For our own students, it could really help with alleviating outbursts because it can teach them how to be more resilient against those triggers that they might have, and it also can help with their outbursts because they know how to regulate when they are feeling those negative things. So I think it'd be good to use maybe as like a restorative circle exercise even in the classroom. And especially we were going to give you guys this training for SBAC testing so that we have like brain breaks or whatever while we're testing. This would be a great way to help them with their stress levels during that testing and test anxiety. So I would stick to the smaller exercises at first with the kids and just build those up, like the breathing exercise, the body awareness exercise, and then eventually moving into deeper meditational practices, just so that they get that regulated breathing down, as that's like the main thing for all of the different exercises. But I could see this being really beneficial for a lot of our kids that have those emotional triggers or just anger issues in general.
Also, again, to add on to that, I know when I heard meditation, I really wanted nothing to do with that. I didn't think I would be able to do it. But as you all know, I suffer from extreme anxiety. And since doing this year, Heather, I don't know, my anxiety has lessened about 80%. Yeah? Alex, yeah? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it literally really does help. And as teachers, we deal with anxiety every single day, stress every single day, literally once a day, and you will be feeling so much better. And like Heather said, you know, our temperament with our students, sometimes we don't know what we're doing. Sometimes we don't realize that we're snapping at them. We don't realize how stressed we are. It can help us not only better our personal life and our health, our stress levels and anxiety levels, but it can make us have better relationships with our students and making sure that they're in the best place and we're in the best place to learn.
So do you guys have any questions or concerns about these exercises for the class or for yourself?
They're very relaxing. I like them. It makes you go blank, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I do the ones on Go Noodle with my kids sometimes. I don't know if they're called mindfulness, but they're like, take a deep breath in and breathe out and stuff like that. But then you stand up and it's like balance on one foot and kind of those kind of things. Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are right in line with what we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
The kids like them. I'm always like, after they're so calm that they're like almost weird. Like, okay, you can talk now.
I think it's beneficial to do that like every day too.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something that you can do every day at a certain time of the day, like after PE or something like that. Come in and do mindfulness just to get them relaxed.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Heather and my plan were to start implementing this with our students. I sadly just didn't get a chance yet. I wanted to do it before I ready testing, but hopefully next year we can start the year by incorporating this in their daily routine.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be long either. It can be all of 3 minutes, like
Mhm.
you say right after we come in for PE or whatever. All right, so that's it. We really appreciated you guys coming and listening to our presentation. We hope that it was helpful and gives you some ideas for when we get to see our kiddos again. Please make sure that you guys get to fill out that form that Haley showed you at the bottom of the resource document, and make sure that you guys are taking care of yourselves and your families.
Thank you all.
Thank you guys.